Very much, Chair. Good evening to the chief plotist in front of me.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Look, let's take it back to the recording. You are quite confusing us. You have responded to the evidence leader that you have recorded the General Mkhwanazi on the basis of the advice from the Minister of Police. You replied to Honorable Cameron that you have recorded General Mkhwanazi on the basis of your own volition. In paragraph 75 of your supplementary statement, you make mention that you have recorded General Mkhwanazi on your own volition, and the two can't coexist. It's either you have recorded General Mkhwanazi on the basis of your own volition, voluntarily, from your own accord, or you have done so on the basis of having received an advice. Which one is true?
Thank you, Chair. Firstly, I have never said to the evidence leader, I recorded General Mkhwanazi because of the advice of the minister. I've never said that. What I said to the evidence leader is that yes, indeed, minister gave that advice that you should consider recording. But in this specific recording, I was prompted and I took a decision based on General Mkhwanazi is sending me a message which is now not correct than what we spoke on the 2nd.
Was that decision taken before or after the advice from the minister?
It was after the advice.
So, okay. Then it answers my question, if that's the case.
Yeah.
So, you have considered the recording on the basis of the advice of the minister?
No, that's not correct.
Okay, what is correct?
What is correct, I decided to record after General Mkhwanazi is sending me a distorted information.
So you considered the advice of the minister?
No, I never considered the advice of the minister. I was prompted by that message.
Okay. I think let's pass this stage. I don't want us to spend more time, but I really do not agree with how you structure it. It's fine. Maybe we'll deal with it on a later stage. Part of what you say is the issue relating to what you call threats by General Mkhwanazi, who says if the letter is not withdrawn, there is going to be a fight back and all that. And I can assure you that even the minister has even brought a recording. But in the recording, the person who is heard uttering those words is you, not General Mkhwanazi. Have you been able to get access to that recording, and what is your view about it?
That is exactly what happened. After I received this message, which is it's carrying incorrect information, I started to record. Then while it's recorded, we are now deliberating, myself and General Mkhwanazi.
Let's do like this, Mr. Nkabinde, with due respect. May you just pull back a moment, redirect the microphone to, you can switch it on and proceed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And then when we are talking with General Mkhwanazi, that what would have happened because it was just two of us conversation on the 2nd. Would it be maybe someone was listening to our conversation or tapping our phones? Then I then said, no. I don't think someone was tapping our phones, because there are crucial things that you said, which is supposed to be contained in this message. If there was a person tapping us or listening to us, he wouldn't leave out that you said there will be a fight back. He wouldn't leave out that you said if the minister is clean, he can continue. And then General Mkhwanazi is affirming, is agreeing with me that, yeah, no, he never said this thing, and is agreeing with me with in reference to our conversation of the second. So that's what the recording entails.
Okay. You say there is nothing special about the complaint brought by Mr. Adams, but the series of events are proving otherwise. There is 2 days in between opening the 2 cases in Cape Town and Johannesburg. But in a space of about less than 20 days, there was an arrest already. It went to the minister, went to the national commissioner, went to the chief of staff, went to IDEC, and arrest was made. Now, the events actually suggest that the complaint by Honorable Adams was actually treated specially. So, in your own recollection, are all the complaints that you receive treated the same way, getting the same special attention, and exacerbated within this short period of time?
First of all, why I was saying the complaint of Adams was not special to me, it's because I treated like any other complaints that I'm getting. In the complaint, I did not even know details of the complaint. I only see case numbers. I'm not even sure who's involved and who are the suspects. So that is why I'm saying that complaint for me, it was like any other complaint. I even referred the same day to different authorities.
Do you usually refer complaints the same day?
Yes, I refer complaints like almost every day. I screen them, I refer to the relevant department. In some others, you'll find that it does not even for the police. Then I need to refer to other departments. So there's always referral. And then how people receiving it, done about it, I cannot comment. I'm not sure.
That's fine, but I'm telling you, the series of events in relation to the complaint by Honorable Adams do suggest that the complaint received a special attention, but we'll discuss that with the committee on committee deliberations. You say, apart from IPID, it was therefore important that the complaint is referred to another independent body, IDEC. How is IDEC an independent body?
IDEC is independent from SAPS, or it's independent even from the Ministry of Police, because SAPS, IPID, DPCI, and SERA, those are entities reporting to the Minister of Police. IDEC, it's under NPA. It's totally independent from our environment.
Yeah, it should have been properly explained that independence from the police.
Yes, from the police.
Because when you say independence, it will have an overarching.
No, from the police.
Because even the accounting officer of IDEC is the Director General of the Department of Justice. So that's why we wanted to get what you mean exactly. So the minister testifies before the committee and says he has nominated about 3 people for the position of the chief of staff, which therefore was subjected to the HR process, and interviews were later held or conducted. Is that correct?
I don't know if for the chief of staff position, there were 3 people nominated. Minister has never shared that information with me.
But do you recall that you said you were the only one in the last testimony?
Who?
You.
I said what?
You said you were the only one who was nominated. You said under oath. Do you recall that part?
Yes, because I was the only one doing those assessments. I was not competing with anyone.
Okay, let's go to do internal communication protocols of the police service permit a chief of staff to call a press briefing to talk about policing issues?
No, it's not allowed.
It's not allowed.
Yes.
Okay. What did you mean when you said if anything happens to you, it must be blamed to General Masemola?
It's because those police who came suspiciously with balaclavas, they said they were sent by him.
The people who invaded your place
Yes, with
had
balaclavas.
balaclavas,
Yes,
and they said they were sent by Masemola.
yes.
What did this not happen during the time of the raid and confiscation of gadgets?
It was during that time, but the raid could not happen because I was not at home.
So was it police who arrived at your place?
Yes,
They wore balaclavas,
yes,
and they said they were sent by General Masemola.
yes.
Okay, that point is noted. You said you don't know the names of the further 4 people who attended the meeting with the minister.
Yes, I don't
And
know.
you say you did not attend the meeting as well.
Yes,
But you say you confirm that the Stilfontein debacle was discussed in the meeting. How do you confirm discussions of the meeting you're not part of?
no, the purpose of the meeting was for that. So surely part of the discussion will be informed by the purpose of the meeting,
Okay,
because that's how I facilitated it.
that's fair.
Yes.
Then how is Mr. Mokhotsi a relevant body for Stilfontein in your own?
My assumption will be that Stilfontein is part of his province.
Stilfontein is part of his province.
Yes,
Oh, is he part of the mining industry?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay. Is he a leading the province? Is he a local leader?
No, I don't know.
Was the meeting not based on calling local leaders to discuss the debacle in Stilfontein?
Yes, the purpose was for Mokhotsi to arrange local leaders.
Local leaders.
Yes.
Okay. You say there is a 22nd November top management meeting of the SAPS
Yes.
that discussed as part the political killings task team. But you further say you don't think it's important that you disclose the discussions in that particular meeting. Why is it so? The crux of why we're here is the dissolution of the political killings task team. So any information relating to whatever meetings was, you'll recall, Mr. Nkabinde, that we have got numerous evidence with us. And most of it contradicts each other. Kwanaza says this, Masemola says this, Sbiya says this, Mkono says this. So it's very important, boss. We must understand the steps leading to the letter of the 31st of December 2024.
Why I said that is because I can only share what I could remember, but the meeting is for the minister, who knows why he called the meeting, but I can share what I can remember, what was discussed. That is why earlier on, I did not even mention only PKTT, because I remember the issue of fiscal policing and ORS. I remember an issue of inspectorate. Then I remember the issue of murder and robbery unit where PKTT name was touched on as one of those task team that will fall under murder and robbery unit.
When were you appointed as the chief of staff?
1st of August.
August.
Yes.
Are you aware of the letter of Miss Merdihas
No.
on the 31st of October?
No.
You have not seen it?
No.
Which was a complaint to the minister?
No, I never
You
seen
didn't
it.
see it?
No.
Okay. Now let's go to paragraph 64 of your main statement. Of your main statement, 64 of the supplementary statement, sorry. Of the supplementary statement. You say you have no prior knowledge of the existence of the PKTT before the letter of the 31st of December 2024. That's paragraph 64 of your supplementary statement. But in the same statement, you say you had a meeting on the 22nd of November 2024 discussing, amongst other issues, the PKTT. Isn't that a contradiction?
No, it's not written like that, 64. It does not say I had no knowledge of the existence.
Okay.
Yeah. The 64 is saying I had no prior knowledge of the operational activities of the PKTT.
Okay. So you have the knowledge now after the 31st meeting?
I have no knowledge. Even now, I don't know what they are doing. I don't have any knowledge of their operational activities.
But why are you saying prior the 31st of December? Was inadvertently this means after the letter, you actually have knowledge of the operations now?
No, there was a specific question that I was responding, guided by the consultation. There was a specific question that there are incidents happened before the 31st directives, which those incidents, they are perceived or alleged to be a contributing factor for the disbandment. So that was a specific response during the guidance of what the committee is looking for.
Okay, let's go to, you say you, as part of your life in the service, taught the law of evidence.
Yes.
To maybe the juniors, the trainees, and
Yes.
all sort of that. Now, we'll presume that at least the basics of the law of evidence at least are understandable.
That's correct.
So in your own understanding, can an illegally solicited evidence be admissible?
No,
It can't.
it can't.
Okay. Do you understand that there are laws that govern the handling of intelligence information in South Africa?
That's correct.
Okay. So can a person wake up and say they got an intelligence report on the doorstep when they woke up going to pee in the toilet, then go to IDEC and lay a complaint without producing those documents by just writing an affidavit? Can that happen in a normally operating security cluster?
No, it will be very difficult to comment because I don't know what happened to that person.
Okay.
So it will be irrational for me to comment on something I was not there. I can say he's lying. What if he's not?
Okay. I'm asking, I'm not referring to a person. I'm referring to what the law says about the handling of intelligence information. So that's why I'm making an example about myself. Can I, is it legally permissible for me to do that? Wake up in the morning, say at the doorstep of my home, I saw a file with intelligence information, and therefore I am laying a complaint on the basis of that intelligence information, but not produce that information to you, the person I'm laying a complaint to. I just bring it in a way of, in a form of the word of mouth. Can that be legally permissible as a credible and an admissible evidence?
It's depending that once you get that information, you then definitely need to probe further to collaborate. Yeah, because those are the things you cannot just take from a face value.
Yes.
You just need to probe it further and verify and confirm. As far as the source, the originator of that leaked report, because it means it was leaked somewhere.
And to investigate it further means part of what I must get hold of is the said report.
Yes, and trace it back.
Yes, as part of the primary documentary evidence
definitely.
that I must have in supporting the actual the actual intention to pursue further towards an arrest. I must have at least went and solicited that documentary evidence, trace it how it came about and all that.
That's correct.
So if I did not do that, it therefore means my actions towards Honorable Nduli as a person who is actually an alleged culprit in the complaint, my actions would actually be not justifiable if I had not undergone these steps me and you are arguing about.
Yes, but I don't want to take ownership in that direction because every case has its own merits. Yes. So you'll find that there is a part of classified document and we wouldn't know what else that one should consider in investigating the matter.
Okay. Let's leave this matter and go to the boys' trip. You say in your statement that the boys' trip ultimately ended up taking a visit to Minister Mkunu's homestead.
That's correct.
And you call it incidental.
It's not incidental. I decided that let's go past there.
Okay.
It can't be incidental where you will drive to that direction.
So you withdraw incidental.
I will.
Written in the statement, the introduction of Mkwanazi to the minister was incidental. And incidental, how I know it, is us accidentally meeting each other in the toilet, meeting each other in a restaurant, meeting each other in a corridor, without knowing that we're going to meet each other. So taking a conscious decision to take a drive and visit someone can be incidental. Do you agree on that?
No, it is incidental in a way that it has never been a planned trip. And we're coming from Durban. We drive all the way to Mpangeni side for something else. Then we are in the area. Then I said, hey, let's go and visit the old man.
That's the part.
That's the part. So that incidentally come from there.
That's the part that contradicts your explanation. You say incidental means you didn't plan.
Yes.
And you say again, then you are in the same area. Then you say, hey, let's go visit that man. That's a plan. You plan to visit the minister.
No, it can't be planned if it's sudden.
Can't be planned if it's sudden.
if it's a sudden thought that now we are here, can't we go and pass by the minister?
But do we agree that incidental means meeting each other without knowing that we are going to meet each other?
I was referring to that because General Mkhwanazi had no plan to go and see the minister. I hijacked him while we were in the area. Then he agreed.
Yeah, I get that explanation and I'm not against it, but I still maintain that it was not incidental. It's an acceptable, look, don't confuse this thing and think that we're saying is wrong. No, that's not what we're saying. But all we're saying is that it cannot be incidental as actually alleged by the statement. Because you consciously took a boys' trip to Minister Mkunu's house to visit him with an intention, visit him. So it's not a coincidence. It's not an incident.
But it was not planned.
Okay, let's leave it. Have you been able to? Wait, this is my last point, Chair. I'm taking this to you because you have experience in the detective work. So, have you been able to see or access or hear what General Khumalo is charged with, the charges against General Khumalo?
No, I never got a chance to see except what is on the media. But without me seeing a docket as a detective, it's very difficult to make a comment because I don't know what is in there. But if I can have that docket as a detective trainer, not even a detective, I can tell whether there's a case here or not.
Okay. Amongst the charges is an employment of brigadier somewhat. I just can't recall the surname. There is an employment process that has been undertaken, and there is an accusation that it was an irregular employment. There are a lot of things that are said about it, but can that tend to be a criminal case?
Depending the circumstances surrounding that.
Which circumstances can a labor matter like this be tend to be a criminal trial?
Once an irregular appointment consists of forgery, it's now become more criminal than labor. But I'm not too sure the circumstances of that specific matter. But if it's involved any sub form of manipulation, misrepresentation, or what, it's just that I don't have the merits of that specific case.
Okay. Chair, it's just that my recollection is failing me. I'm not sure if as part of our draft list for witnesses to be called, Mr. Paul O'Sullivan is part of it. But if not, can we add Mr. Paul immediately?
We have that list. We can't add him here. We must, if there is any witness that has to be added, the name must come in a formal meeting of the committee. But the name is there, Honorable Ngola.
Yeah, that's why, Chair, I started by saying if my recollection is serving. My recollection is not serving me well.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Chair. Thank you very much.
You were left with 1 minute of your time.
Yeah, Chair, that's why I want to valelisa officially to the chief plottist.
Yeah.
I want to also echo, Chair, the views by Honorable Mvalo that today you are doing very well.
He brought the helmet.
In assisting the committee, because our own objective is not to fight with anyone, but to try to get to the bottom of what happened so that it informs our findings. I was worried last time because you appeared like someone who was here to stage a fight back And I was like, you know, if this is the attitude, this one is going to collapse within a minute. And it happened. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you so much.